Welcome back to the AI Neural Shift podcast. I'm your host, Akhil Minocha. I've been curious in noticing trends in AI, and this is a way for me to share it with you. I try and assimilate and communicate in a simplistic way you and me can understand and appreciate the AI advancements around us. Lately, I've been looking at a shift that is happening right under our noses, or perhaps more accurately, right in front of our eyes. We are witnessing what I call the great unscreening. Let me explain. For the last 2 decades, the smartphone has been the absolute anchor of our attention. We walk, eat, and converse while staring down a slab of glass. But that era is peaking. The smartphone is transforming from a focal attention anchor into an invisible ambient extension of our reality. As we advance, the most powerful agents will be the ones you will never see. To understand what this looks like in practice, let's go on a mental journey to a place I've been researching for this podcast, not deeply, but just enough to uncover some fascinating dynamics. Shinjuku, Tokyo. Now, like me, if you've never been to Shinjuku, picture the ultimate test of human sensory overload. A dizzying maze of towering skyscrapers, packed walkways, and a literal ocean of flashing neon signs. Normally, navigating this would mean your face is buried in a map's world, totally disconnected from your surroundings. But this is exactly why Shinjuku is the perfect proving ground for ambient AI. Imagine walking through that neon chaos with invisible assistants. You're wearing a pair of sleek everyday glasses. As you look around, a live sign translation kicks in. That complex kanji, which are traditional Japanese characters on a subway notice or storefront. It becomes your language instantly readable at a single glance. You step into a local restaurant. Instead of fumbling with a clunky QR code, visual menus project a clean digital overlay right into the table, instantly revealing ingredients and allergens. And as you step back into the crowd, contextual whispers, quiet audio prompts surface the right subway platform and your next move before you even think to ask. You aren't interacting with a device, you're interacting with the world. This paradigm shift relies on three pillars of ambient user experience. First, passive sensing. These are always on sensors capturing environmental, visual, and auditory cues without explicit prompts, anticipating user intent before action. Second, contextual flow. The system maps information directly over real world coordinates. The physical landscape, objects, and people around you become the active interface. And third, invisible UI or user interface. Minimal screenless designs using whispered notifications. The interface completely fades into the background, letting the world take center stage. This isn't distant future. In this year, 2026, we are right in the middle of a massive competitive wearable duel. On one side, we have the Google Android XR platform, an ecosystem play partnering with lifestyle brands like Gentle Monster and Warby Parker. It focuses on spatial computing layers running Gemini 4.0 Pro to create virtual screen expansions and hands-free visual agents. On the flip side, Meta is striking back with a Meta Ray Ban. When you wear these, you begin living in spatial memory. Imagine walking in Barcelona. You don't pull out a screen. Your glasses detect the architectural contours, pulling historical archives seamlessly. The AI even recalls your past European trips, whispering, "You have visited Gothic structures in France last summer," but it goes deeper than vision. Look at the temple breakthrough. Dipinder Goyal recently showcased an experimental health tech wearable worn on the side of the head. It cracks cerebral prefrontal oxygenation to measure cognitive load and stress, allowing the AI to dynamically adjust digital workflows based on your brain activity. We are seeing this macro shift echo across industries. In healthcare, clinical environments are moving away from the keyboard towards secure hands free ambient clinical dictation. Automated scribes capture patient doctor consultations passively, auto structuring notes directly into EHR templates and reclaiming up to 3 hours of manual paperwork daily for doctors. In ambient industrial operations, workers are eliminating bulky manuals in favor of real time visual prompts projected into worker visors. Smart path overlay map inventory locations for logistics routing, looking at mechanical parts instantly surfaces active heat and diagnostic metrics, and operators can stream their direct video point of view to collaborate with remote experts in real time. The market data confirms it. We are on the verge of an explosive market leap over the next decade as investor focus permanently shifts from handheld glass to contextual headwear. The smartphone was an interruption. Ambient AI is an extension. We are moving from staring down at glass to living out in a physical space. So I leave you with one final question. Is your pocket ready to be empty? Actually, this consumer wave ties perfectly into a conversation I had just last week. My colleague Abhishek Sinha and me were there with an enterprise customer, specifically one of the largest stock exchanges in the country, over a informal conversation on AI and how AI advancements are taking place in India and the globe. We noted how retail or consumer adoption in India is moving significantly faster than the enterprise business or the enterprise uptakes, which we believed and we discussed will slowly catch up. To that effect, I'm curious to cover something like mainframe modernization and how agentic products can help expedite that modernization in enterprise business. I'm contemplating that as the next episode on the AI Neural Shift. Thank you for tuning in to the episode of the AI Neural Shift. Stay curious and see you at the next shift. Thank you.